Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mangs, and it's time for the missions you've all been waiting for. Like a plague, here comes the Orange Star Army. Not content with their own lands, they've come to steal mine. Never, I say, never! Kanbei's Imperial forces shall drive them back. Oh yeah, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Kanbei missions. Probably the most infamous missions in Advance Wars 1. They're some of my favorite, actually. So, in order to unlock the dreaded Sonja missions, which is a promise I made to you guys at the start of this playthrough, there are 3 requirements we need to make. We need to defeat this mission. Kanbei arrives in 8 days. Then we need to defeat the next mission, Mighty Kanbei, in 10 days or less. Then we need to defeat the 3rd mission, probably the hardest mission in all of the Advanced campaign, Kanbei's Error, in 12 days or less. When you do this, you will unlock 3 additional Sonja missions, 1 for each Orange Star commander. And these missions are probably even more brutal. Like, these missions, aside from maybe Rivals, are probably some of the hardest missions you will ever play. Like, they're brutal in normal mode. Like, I had to play through the normal mode first to unlock Advanced campaign prior to recording this Let's Play, and I struggled with those Sonja missions on normal mode. On Advanced campaign, oh god, it's gonna be horrible. Now, the thing is, normally when you do this, you get the reward of having Kanbei in the final battle against Sturm, which is very good, because he starts out with a lot of units and they're all a lot better. And that's, that's almost worth it in a way. However, if you go the Rivals route and you unlock Eagle, then Eagle will actually override Kanbei. So you'll get Eagle instead of Kanbei on the Green Earth side, which is of course how you get Rivals, which is something I also promised you guys I would I would do during this playthrough. So yeah, not only are we doing the Sonja missions just for the pain of it, we're also getting Rivals at the end. So this is kind of the worst route, honestly, but hey, what I do for my subscribers, am I right? So yeah, we're definitely going Sami for this one. If we want to defeat this map in 8 days, we have to get creative, and I'll show you a strategy for how to get creative. If we could just negotiate, I think it's too late for that though. Do I have the command? Yes, let's go. Mission 8, Kanbei arrives! Oh no, I was just planning on passing through Yellow Comet, but Kanbei's Imperial forces spotted us before we even crossed the border. Kanbei's Imperial forces? Uh-huh, they're supposed to be the best trained troops around. Their high equipment costs and salaries must make them hard to maintain. The best trained, huh? Boy, Sammy, you have all the fun. I wish I was going instead of you. I doubt if this is going to be all that much fun, Andy. Ready, Mangs? It's time to get busy. Alright, so welcome to the first Kanbei mission. As I said, we gotta defeat this in 8 days to get to Sonja Gaiden. Kanbei is very strong in Advanced Wars 1, not as strong as he was in Advanced Wars 2, but he's still quite formidable. His troops gets a 20% bonus to their firepower and defense. His power moral boost is, or morale boost, I guess it's called, not moral boost, morale boost, is not really that good in Advanced Wars 1. It gives him a very slight firepower and defense increase. I think it's like 15% extra firepower, 10% extra defense. Advanced Wars 1 was kind of careful with its power boost. It didn't want to go too high, except for max. But moral boost will still hurt you a little bit when he pops it, but it's not as scary as you might think. So the reason why we're playing Sami here is that in order to beat this map quickly, we kind of have to go for an HQ cap. How we want to accomplish that is quite simple. We need to get a Sami infantry close to the river. Once we have a Sami infantry close to the river at full health, we pump double time, dart over the river, get within range of the HQ, and we'll be able to cap it before Kanbei can pull his forces back. Now, in order to do that, we got to do a sequence of very specific movements. We got to take out these indirect units first. And it really sucks to play Sami versus Kanbei because her direct vehicles are already weak, and Kanbei has increased defense to boot, which means that our forces just, they don't do a lot of damage to him. However, on this mission, it actually ends up helping us, because what we're going to be doing right now is something that I call, I don't really have a name for it. We're going to leave Kanbei's forces at very low HP, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use the mass of useless units in his army against him, pretty much. We're going to leave a lot of his tanks at 2 and 3 HP, so that you're just kind of sitting around being useless. And as a result, Kanbei will kind of just stumble over his own troops and not really be able to get into position to do any real damage. I should make a term for this, like the slippery turtle strat or something. I don't know, but yeah, you'll see what I mean in a turn or two from now. So this mech is going to play a very crucial role. We got to move it into position. This mech goes into the mountains, and these 2 infantry will move forward. And I do believe that is how we want to do our placements for the first turn. All right, Kanbei. Let's see what you got. Yeah, he's very happy right now. He gets to shoot at us. It's very Kanbei to put his indirects up front. He is a master strategian, as I like to call him. So yeah, we're gonna be taking some damage here. As you can see, like when Kanbei gets to attack first, he just does so much damage. It's really hard to go up against this guy, which is why we're not gonna do it. I mean, look at the cockiness of this AI right here. Even attacks my medium tanks with his regular tanks. That's how confident this guy is in his own firepower. It's quite insane, really. There we go. So yeah, once the problem with Kanbei, the reason why he's so strong is that when he stands on defensive terrain, his units just become so hard to kill. It's insane. Alright. So, what we need to do now is we need to shield our infantry units. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be loading up our infantry in this APC, putting the infantry right here. We need to move this tank down here. It seems a bit odd, but you'll see why next turn. We're going to move this infantry right here and this mech right here. And right now, we pretty much want to start taking pot shots at his full HP tanks. We want to damage almost every single one of his units, but we don't want to kill them. We want to leave them on low HP for as much as possible. This means that we're going to be putting a lot of his units into repair mode, so that they'll be forced to roll back and repair. And the reason why this is so... Ooh, did I just screw up? I don't think I did. Let's see. We got... let's see. I think I want to go and do this. Let's see. I might have messed up right here. We'll see what happens. So I don't want to kill this thing. Perfect. So the reason why I don't want to kill this rocket is quite simple. This rocket is going to move back because it wants to repair, and it's going to block off his medium tank from shooting on my medium tank. Which is exactly what we want here. Actually, I think I'm fine here. So, once again, just taking pot shots at his full HP tanks. Making sure that they can't really do much. There we go. Leaving this tank on 1 HP, for example. So now this tank is basically just useless, blocking off my other units. There we go. I'm gonna take a shot at this tank as well. Once again, we're not killing it. We're just leaving it at 1 HP. This is why Sami's reduced firepower actually kind of helps her a little bit on this map. Because look at this. He has a 1 HP tank, a 1 HP rocket, and a 1 HP tank, and a 5 HP tank, and a 4 HP tank. These units are basically just cluttering up the field, making it hard for him to attack our forces. So here comes the morale boosts. Kanbei's Imperial Forces will show you the meaning of true power. He's going to boost his morale here and do a little bit of extra damage. So see what he did with that rocket right there? You saw that? You saw what he did there? He pulled it back right in front of my medium tank, preventing his medium tank from shooting on my medium tank. So this is just using his massive units against him, basically. Making sure they can't really do much. Yeah, sure, we sacked that infantry right there. That's not really a problem. And he's combining his tanks together instead of attacking, so that's costing him valuable time right there. Healing my APC, that's okay. We don't really need it. And he's also going to waste a lot of time attacking our artillery. Those artillery aren't really useful anymore, so we don't really need them. Perfect. Healing our... it's kind of funny, though, by the way, just looking at Kanbei's head. He's kind of like the circle in the Japanese flag, which is kind of cute. You see that? In the Japanese version, he actually looked like a samurai, which was kind of interesting. They removed that in the Western release for some reason. I don't really know why. So yeah, this mech baited out this medium tank, pulling it out of position. So right now, both of his medium tanks are completely out of position to deal with us. And this is why we needed to pull the tank over there, because these mechs will injure themselves attacking me on my turn. He actually attacks medium tanks with this mech when he pops his power, which is quite insane. Like, that is actually quite insane. And I do believe that should be perfect. Yep, looks like it. So on this turn, we're going to be popping our double time. And this is the big move right here. So first we need to kill this rocket. And once we've taken out this rocket, we need to move our mechs into the rivers. And they do just enough damage to destroy his mech. Or sorry, his mech, yeah. And because double time allows us to dart over terrain, this infantry can just go whoosh! And now it's in the range of the HQ next turn. However, we have to block his medium tank from going back. So we're going to be putting our medium tank right here. This means that he will pull his medium tank back and shoot on our mech, blocking his own units on the next turn, which is extremely important. Now, I'm going to take some pot shots at his medium tank as well. It's not really going to matter a whole lot, but I'm doing it anyway. He used his power. He's not going to get another one, so... And, yeah, this artillery is pretty much as good as dead anyway. There we go. And then I'm pulling my own medium tank up here, shooting this tank. And yeah, I think that's it. I think this is how you do it. So yeah, he's gonna wipe out most of our troops here, like that usually happens when you go for like a quick HQ cap. You kind of sack every single one of your units, but I mean, as long as you capture the HQ, that's all that matters, right? So yeah, all these tanks in the front line here, they're completely toast. But as you can see right now, he doesn't have a single unit that can actually get back to his HQ in time. He's wasting his time taking down my injured tanks. The AI doesn't really know that you're going for an HQ cap until you're going for an HQ cap. So you see here? This is the important bit right here. So he's pulling his tanks back to attack the mechs in the river. And now he will also use his medium tank, as you'll see very soon. He'll use that to go and attack my mechs, because the AI likes wiping out units, and especially infantry units. See what he's doing now. See that? So now he's actually trapping his medium tank on the bridge. He should have taken shots at my medium tank, but he doesn't, because he's stupid. And yeah, it doesn't really matter what happens over here. There we go. He will pull his artillery back, but the artillery can't really do much. So see here? Cap, 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 and boom. There's nothing he can do now. I'll just keep this tank around. I don't really need to do anything. So I'll just end my turn. Like, it doesn't really matter what I do. I'll win on the next turn anyway. So, and if you get a perfect S ranking in terms of timing, you'll get a perfect S rank no matter what. So you can lose every single one of your units. It won't really matter. So yeah, this is I learned the strategy from a screenshot guide way back on like the game facts. That's kind of where I have this strategy from. Because I have done like a complete S-rank run of the campaign before, but it does require you to do some day-by-day guides. On this particular mission, I'm sure there are other strategies you can pull off to beat it quickly, but this was the only reliable one that I found. And it's kind of insane, but hey, if you guys want to see the Sonja missions on the advanced campaign, this is kind of what we're gonna have to do. It's stupid, but it works. Preposterous! So many of Kanbei's forces defeated in such a short time? Yeah, this is what he will say if you manage to get the time requirement. If you don't defeat it in 8 days or less, then he will just say, so many of Kanbei's forces defeated, withdraw immediately. So this is how you know you've unlocked the first step of the Gaiden. Withdraw! Phew, Kanbei's as tough as ever. This is the first time you fight him, you idiot. Alright, there we go, S rank. So, that's the first mission defeated. Can we do the other two? Find out. It's gonna be fun. That surely must give us a ranking. Opal cat. Yeah, I'm a cat now. Nice. Alright guys, up next is probably the toughest mission in the entire game. Well, maybe not. Rivals is harder for sure. But yeah, Kanbei's Error, guys. Oof, this one's gonna be tough. I'll see you guys then. Have fun.